listening in. Anyways, about a week ago was when the state Supreme Court had heard the arguments to the case overturning Prop 8. And here's the funny thing goes, like already the report, all these like reports saying like, oh, the justices are probably like are not going to be able to overturn the case, and there are all these people saying that sort of thing. It seemed like the same thing how it was last year. They were being all skeptical about, oh, the justices are going to doctor a rule in favor of gay marriage, and look what happened. It became legalized in California. So I figure as far as like a lot of the arguments go there, because the state constitution has a ban on discrimination against sexual orientation. So how's that going to go? How Prop 8 is going to be constitutional as far as that goes if it's solely to discriminate gays and lesbians as far as that goes? The only way around that is basically making all marriages in the state of California a domestic partnership, and then basically cut off all the federal funding, federal marriage benefits altogether. And which could possibly to the point where it goes to the point where maybe that in the future maybe that all marriages will be a civil union or a domestic partnership, and then there's no such thing as marriage anymore as far as that goes. And it would be kind of funny, the people who put on that so-called argument about protect marriage, protect the sanctity of marriage, are the ones that are basically who destroy the actual very thing they try to protect as far as that goes. Because they couldn't seem to accept the fact that gays just want to have equal treatment under the law. And no, they're not going to have all these churches to be sued to recognize gay marriages, or children be taught all of that kind of stuff or whatever. There's no real argument against gay marriage other than just a religious argument of that sort. And basically, it's kind of one of those little things. Be careful what you wish for, because you might get a rude awakening as far as that goes. You might just get it all. And I guess some of those people probably should have fought at that as far as that goes. I mean, the fact that maybe there would actually be no marriages for anybody in the state of California as far as that goes. If gays can't get married, nobody's going to get married. As far as at least in the matter of law, it's all going to be called a domestic partnership. Or the state Supreme Court has to overturn Prop 8 for that matter, because you can't really have the equal protection under the law, but if you're gay, lesbian, transgender, or bisexual, that's not going to work that way. Because there's also a statute in the law about banning on discrimination against not only sexual orientation but also gender expression as far as that goes. And it won't be long now before we have this kind of law there federally as far as that goes. Most likely it's going to be Obama doing that, and then most likely that Obama's probably going to repeal the Defense of Marriage Act federally, and then which, of course, he was saying like he was going to have it as a civil union, but that was just simply the middle ground on that issue, because it wasn't necessarily he was against gay marriage. It was just simply just rhetoric, just to get the black people to vote, and simply to make themselves not look extreme or anything like that, because then people who would think, oh, if they support gay marriage, they're that much of a communist fag or whatever, that sort of thing that they would say, you know. And then, here it is. It's already been like, wait a minute, it was like 601 when it was like already been legalized in Belgium and in the Netherlands and in Amsterdam and Brussels are in one piece. Nothing happened. There was no big natural disaster that destroyed Brussels or Amsterdam as far as that goes when gays got married there. And then no big natural disaster that destroyed Toronto or Montreal or Vancouver when gays were allowed to marry there in Canada, or no big natural disaster that destroyed Madrid or Madrid or Barcelona or Valencia when gays were allowed to marry in Spain, and then or the same way with Norway. There's no big huge floods that flood up Oslo and all the lower part of Norway, and no big natural disaster as far as South Africa when it became legalized there. The whole argument against gay marriage is simply out of fear because people don't understand why a person is gay, why a person is lesbian, why a person is transgender, and it's just really sad. There's more to life than just hating people whom you don't understand who are different. That's just really what it is. And if you simply learn to understand that there are people that are gay, people that are transgender, people that are different in every which way, it helps bring more understanding, you know, because after all, there's more to life than just that. Being afraid of everybody that isn't them, the whole xenophobia. But anyways, I guess that's